Okay, grade 8s, this is your second geometry lesson. This one's on parallel line theories. Yesterday we did sup, comp, and opposite, and they will be used with these in larger questions very, very soon. But we have to get a hold of these ones first. Now we have to make a really good note when we do this. They have to be straight lines using a ruler, and we have to use colors to show all the different angles and different possible patterns. It's very important that everything is color coded. So our first parallel line theory is co-interior. But before I do that, parallel lines, these two black lines here are the parallel lines. And this one, this purple one that goes through it, I don't know if you can see it very well, but it's a purple line. It's called a transversal. And transversals intersect and go through two parallel lines. And you need this sort of setup in order to do these type of questions. Anyhow, the first one is co-interior, and its proof name is just C, just like supplementary was just sup, or complementary was just comp, or opposite was just OPP. Co-interior is just denoted by the letter C. Now, there are different ways of showing it. Our first one I'm going to show you using this red. It fits in right in here, and there's our letter C right in here. And what it says is inside the co-interior of these two angles, this angle and this angle is going to equal 180 degrees. This will be very similar to our supplementary angle stuff we did yesterday, and the setup is very, very similar. So I'll move this out of the way and show you the math. And what it is angle A plus 40 is equal to 180. Like we started doing yesterday, we have to take away 40 from both sides only because it shows proper algebraic mathematical reasoning, and that's very important later on down the road when we do a lot of algebra. Of course, the 40 will cross out. You don't have to do it, but I just do because we do it all year long. And what you're left with is angle A equal 140 degrees because of C, because of co-interior. It's not quite done yet because there can be a second C, a mirror image, a flipped C if it was, and this one's in blue. And when we do it originally, I want you to draw this one in red or pick two different colors, but you need to see this backwards C. But the rules are the same. The two interior, the co-interior angles inside these, in this letter C, equals 180 degrees still. So this letter B plus this 120 degrees is going to equal 180. If I take this away, you can see the math behind it, and it's right here. B plus 120 equals 180 degrees. Again, B plus 120 minus 120, and we always cross them out just because it shows later on, equals 180 minus 20, and obviously 60 degrees is going to be our end answer, and we have to put the proof of C for co-interior. That's how we got it. Our next two are also letter patterns, but like yesterday's work where you had to do all the work up front for supplementary and sometimes complementary, there was math work to do. This one is more like opposite angle theory, where if you can pinpoint one, you can tell the other one is the exact same without really doing any mathematical work. You just have to be able to understand the location of it and know where the second one is. So this one, alternate angle theory, is denoted with the letter Z. And I have two here, and this is a very interesting looking Z, this blue one. Of course, it's a little bit tilted down, but you see little money signs, and those are noting the angles that are the same. And there is a red Z, and of course it's flipped, it's backwards, and has two stars inside, and those are the angles that are going to be the same. So once you know the first one, you know the second one is right. So I'll draw the blue one first. I'll put it in, I'll make it a little bit bigger. Hopefully it fits in there fairly nice. There we go, and you would draw this in with a ruler and different color marker or whatever. And there is the first one, that's blue. And it's going to tell you that this angle, right here, the number sign or the money sign, and this angle are the same. Now, once we have that blue on our diagram, we can go and take a look at it. Okay, that one and that one are going to be the same, so K is going to be equal to 134. Of course, I did the other one first, but there's K equals 134 because of Z pattern. when we do the next one, let me move this one out of the way. When we do the other Z pattern, it's the same thing. You pull it larger and you draw it so it fits in nicely with yours. But you can see that with this Z pattern, this angle and this angle are going to be the same. It's the inside of angles of the Z, 1 and 2. So if we move it back out of the way, now that you've drawn it in here as a note, we know that 46 and H are going to be the same angle. And we don't have a lot of math work to do. We simply put angle H equals 46 degrees because of Z pattern. Always remember that these two stars, please don't start putting stars in your math work. I don't have the degree symbol on this smartboard application. So there is the first two. There's co-interior, there's alternate, and here's our last one. It's corresponding. And now that I'm looking, I spelled corresponding wrong. I'll fix that in a second. But with this angle, there are 4 F's, and some are upside down and some are flipped, and I'll show you how they all work. But again, remember, there's the letter, and the symbols that are inside are showing you which angles are the same. So when you draw this in your own book, you will have 4 different colored F's in your work. So with our first one, when we make this one just a little bit larger, hopefully it fits in fairly well. Yes, it does. With this first one in this F, this angle here and this angle here are going to be the same. And if you look behind, you can see that's 130 degrees. Well, you'll know later if I had a letter there that that one right there is going to be 130 degrees. It's pretty simple. So there's your first one. Here's our second one, and I'll turn it around. I'll move it upside down, and I'll bring it right here. See how long it takes me to get it to fit. It should be fairly close enough for me. And with these, this angle here, which I don't have anything for, and this angle here, which I don't have anything for, are going to be the same size. So make sure when you draw this, you have a blue one here, you have a red one here, and you have 2 blue of whatever symbols and 2 red of whatever symbols to show you which angles are the same. All right, our next one, and they start to look the same, so you have to watch yourself. This next one, this next F is going to be, oopsies, this next F is going to be located right inside here. And it looks a little bit similar, but you'll see that it is not in the same place as the last ones. I'll really leave that one alone. And there is our F right there. So now this angle and this angle are going to be the same. And we only have 1 F left. It's starting to get a little bit tight in here. A little bit confusing, but we'll start pulling them off so you can see it again. In this case, this angle and this angle are the same. So let me pull a few off so you can see where they are again. Move this one out here, move this one out here, and move this one out here. So going back, you'll have four different types of F you could use. You could use this F pattern here, looks like a regular F that shows us this one and this one. You could use this one right here, which would show us this angle and this angle. Remember, it's at the underneath of the top of the F and the underneath of the bottom stick, this one here in the F, so good way to remember. Then we have our green one, which is right inside here, which would give us this one and this one. And lastly, our purple one, which gives us this one and this one. So if we were to do just a couple of quick questions with it, just to kind of see how we would use it, here's our first one. We would use this F pattern because we know that this is 130. So if I was to give this a letter, and I'll just call it angle S, right here, and if I was wondering what angle S is, S would just be equal to 130 degrees simply because of F pattern. And the answer is that easy to do as long as you remember which one you're using. When we go, move that out of the way, and want to figure out this one here, obviously it would be our green F, and you just use it so you know what the two angles are, and it will be this one and this one are the same. So if I was to give this a letter, I'll call it V. I'll put V right here. V is going to be equal to 70 degrees simply because of F pattern. Oops. And I can't stress enough how important it is that you put the proof. You will lose marks if you don't have the proofs for you. So there are your your three different angle parallel line theories. They are the F pattern, the C pattern, let me go up, the F pattern, the Z pattern, and the C pattern, and we will do some work with it today, and then we'll move these and join them with the ones from yesterday, and then it really starts to get fun.